What's up guys, today I'm going to be letting you know some advanced tips that you need to know within Warzone, which I'm going to guess you haven't even noticed yet, but these tips are going to increase your win rate and help you get more kills within the game. Right now I'm on about 19 or 20 wins so far, but I mostly play solo games in a minute, but there are some good little tips that I know which I can share with you. So let's jump straight into it. So the first one I'm going to be telling you is the advanced UAV. Now if you guys are pretty familiar with every single COD game, the advanced UAV shows you exactly where the character is actually looking. As you can see with the directional arrow, it's showing you exactly where the character is actually looking. Very, very useful. But not only that, when you use this within Warzone, you can see every single person, and it's crazy to see how many people actually come up when you use it. Now there's a couple ways how you can activate. First off, you're going to need 3 UAVs, okay? So you could buy 3 UAVs yourself. You could literally buy one, use it, buy one, use it, and do it like that. Or you could buy 3 UAVs and split it across your team and you all activate it at the same time. Doing this will activate the advanced UAV and you get about sort of 20-ish seconds of being able to see where everyone is. I think it's good, but the amount of money that you're spending, I mean, UAVs cost 4,000 each and in total that's 12,000, so quite a lot of money to actually spend. If you've got loads of money to spare, then go ahead and do this. It's going to be extremely useful to you. And the thing is if people have got Ghost on, like the advanced UAV in multiplayer, they are going to show up on the map. So if you're on the last circle and you want to catch some people out, definitely consider using this. Another little tip, I wouldn't really call it a tip, but if you drop a certain amount of monies, they actually change. So if you've got up to 3,000, you're going to have just a cash pile. Anything between 4,000 and 5,000 is going to look like the backpack. And then anything more than that is going to turn into like a sort of bank robber backpack. Hold on 2 seconds. Okay, and as I was saying, and then any more than that, I think if it gets to about 12,000, it turns into a massive money bag. I'm not too sure if it even goes higher than this. Maybe it does, but 12,000 seemed to be the breaching point of, you know, you're not going to be carrying any more than that. You're probably wondering, why is this a tip? Because if you kill certain people and you see the backpack or the larger amounts of the bags, then you know to grab that amount of money instead of getting little small cash piles. And if you're new to my channel and want to see more of my gameplay guides and everything else, then make sure you subscribe to me and hit that bell to be notified of anything that I'm going to be bringing out COD related. If you guys don't actually know, the Gulag does have a timer where it stops letting people in, and you can check this out by activating your map and then it just counts down. Normally the timer ends around wave 4 of the gas, so when it gets to about 4 or 5, definitely check, because this is going to be the time they stop letting people in. And if you've not died at the start and you've still got your Gulag, just checking your map is always going to help you with this. So definitely another tip to keep on board. And something just to take note of is if there's no one else in the Gulag, which normally happens when there's like 40 people left, then a 1 minute and 30-second timer goes down. If it counts down to the bottom, you actually get kicked out of the Gulag and you don't have to fight anyone. So it's basically a free win. Now my third tip is going to be using parachutes. Not only can you actually shoot and kill people straight away, which I have done as you can see here, but when you actually respawn back into the game, instead of just diving straight down and hitting the floor and parachuting and getting back into the game, use this as your advantage to open your parachute early and scout the area. You can see people through a good distance and you can tell where people actually are. And if you're feeling really ballsy, then you can obviously cut off your parachute halfway and actually shoot people with an assault rifle if you've just jumped out a helicopter, or your pistol, but I don't really recommend doing it too much. My fourth tip is going to be the recon missions. Now I've already done a video kind of covering this, but what I'm going to explain to you is when you finish one of these recon missions, it's actually going to show you where the next zone is. And the crazy part about this is that if you do multiple recons in quick succession, you can see the last circle of where it's actually going to end up. So if you've done 4 recons pretty quickly, you can actually probably end up seeing where the last circle is going to be. And this is the biggest advantage ever. You could go to this spot early, find it and camp out there, get all your claymores and everything ready. So don't underestimate the recon missions, okay? I know a lot of people don't like doing them because they're so obvious with the flare coming up in the sky. Now moving over to the subject of the flares that come off of the recon mission, and my 5th tip is going to be there's actually 2 types of flares that you're going to see in the game. You're going to see the yellow flare, which is indicating that someone's actually doing a recon mission. Now the red flare is indicating that someone's actually gone to a buy station and brought back one of their team members. So know the difference here, it's very important. My next tip is going to be the ammo crates. Now these ammo crates are going to restock your current weapons that you're holding, okay? So if you're looking for more rockets or whatever else, go find these. They're normally spawned in the same type of building. I normally find these in the police station, so any buildings that look like this, there's most likely an ammo crate on the bottom floor. There's quite a few buildings within Warzone that look exactly the same, but these police stations do hold ammo crates, so bear that in mind if you're out of ammunition and you need it. My next tip, which is a bit self-explanatory, is while you're reviving people, you can actually 360 look around. you can use this to your advantage so you don't actually get baited into picking your friend up and actually dying. My next tip is going to be C4s, guys. Now, C4s are insane within Warzone. You can put these on vehicles and literally use vehicles as walking time bombs. You can put them on recon drones. If you put one C4 on this recon drone, it's not actually going to down someone unless they've got no shields. But if you put 2 on there, you're guaranteed to down someone. As you can see, we put 2 on the recon. My mate flew it over, told me to detonate them, and we downed someone. So you can do some crazy stuff like that. And also this works with claymores, but it's easier with C4. Moving over to the subject of C4, you can actually put this on helicopters, literally leave it, let someone get into the helicopter, then blow it up. Absolutely baiting people and wiping out teams just with C4. So don't underestimate using it, guys. I recommend using it with shrapnel, so you've got 2 just so you're guaranteed the kill. Next, we're going to be talking about perks within your weapon. So if you're the sort of person who's using overkill or you're using a sniper as your main weapon, I'm telling you now, you need to have the fully loaded perk on. This makes you start with max ammo. If you're not someone who loots a lot of ammo, consider having this perk on. If you are someone who loots a lot and you know you're going to get your weapon, then it's up to you. But let's say you just respawn into the game, land on a loadout drop, pick up your sniper, you're going to have max ammo for that instead of running around and finding it. So having this perk on is extremely good. My next tip, which is going to be a little bit different, but while you're in the gulag, you can spray paint your enemies to make them easier to see. It does give you a bit of an advantage that you can see them a bit easier, but in my head, if you see your enemy anyway, you see them. But maybe spray painting them red's going to help you with the lighting a little bit. Next tip is going to be thermal sights, guys. Now, thermal sights can see through smoke, but they can actually also see through gas. Now, if you've got a gas mask on, you run out of the gas, use a thermal sight, you can pretty much take people out without them even knowing where you are. So consider using this if you're someone who likes using the gas to your advantage. And my last tip, and probably one of my favourite, which I like doing in any battle royale game, is if you're playing with a free squad of people or quads, whatever they're going to bring out in the future, make sure every single person has a character exactly the same. Why? Because when someone shoots you, you run around a corner and your mate runs out the corner. Let's say they down your friend. They probably think that that was the guy that they were chasing all along. And you can honestly confuse people, especially newbie players, with this trick. Be someone unique, and trust me, it does fool more people than you think. So consider everyone having the same character. Personally, I like Igor because he looks like a younger version of Putin. But it's your choice. And that is it, guys, for this video. That was over about 10 tips that I know within Warzone, a bit more advanced. Hopefully they've helped you, and let me know in the comments what you think about these tips. Do you want to hear more? If you want to hear more, then I'll try and scoop some out and try and figure out what else I can talk about. But if you've liked this video, make sure you like it and comment and subscribe to me. I'm going to be bringing out more Warzone content for you boys, so peace.